everybody? It's Untamed. We keep rocking and rolling with this. Last week we had some really cool guests. This week it's me and Frank. We're just hanging out, Super Frankie and I. We love that you listen. We love that you're tuning in. I can see you guys viewing this, so I'm so happy and we're so grateful. Don't forget, we're on Spotify. I'm not on Apple Pods yet, but I'm figuring out how to work that out for us. And of course,
We're on YouTube, though.
YouTube.
Instagram, TikTok. We're on all of
Yep.
those.
All of those. We're on all of those, 100%. So before we get today, we're going to talk a little US Open, some awesome stuff happening there. Really sad to see Iga out. But before that, Frankie, you got,
Oh,
I know, so
the
bad.
Polish, the Polish, the Polish. You got the Polish wife, me, of course.
Yeah,
It
so
hurts.
sad. So sad. So before we get into that, you have so much happening right now. It's insane. Tell us a little bit about what you're going through right now, organizing.
So, so, um, the biggest thing for me, of course, right now is September 15th is the untuckedgolf.com golf tournament for Cam H. If some of you know my story, obviously I was a patient of Cam H. I've become a huge advocate for Cam H, for men's mental health. I just can't believe I had to use the system. That I was just surprised. I just never thought that would be me. So, I'm a happy guy, great job, two great kids, no real major drinking or drug issues. And a panic attack hit me, and it just hit me really hard. And I ended up at Cam H, and I've become a huge advocate for Cam H. And so I have a golf tournament that sponsors Cam H. We've raised quite a bit of money already. Anything you want to donate, please always donate to Cam H directly if you'd like. I'm happy with that. You can put in my name or not my name or anonymously. I don't really care. I just believe that Cam H is really needed. I know what happened. So that's number one thing. TIFF is happening in the city. Last night, I went to a great party for Canada's most celebrated, if not, the world's most celebrated celebrity photographer, George Pimentel, who's actually my golf partner and also a co-host of this celebrity golf tournament for Cam H on September 15th. He had a great party last night, which opened TIFF. 50 years of TIFF, showed like all his photos of stars he's done over the years. He did a great speech about how he heard that Robert De Niro was going to be in town when he first started as a young kid, doing the photography thing, and that kind of spearhead his career. So that was last night. Tonight is a really big opening. I was invited by TIFF to the opening of the John Candy film,
Oh,
which talks about, it's a biography about John Candy. And he suffered from some, I think anxiety and some mental health stuff. So that's the opener tonight. So I'll be there. And obviously, back to biz. So business is busy and lots of meetings this month. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening to me. Lots of little parties going on and weddings. And so I've got a busy little month. I'm so happy again, Chris, you're having me on. I love doing this podcast with you. And I know that I'm relying on you to do a few of the things in the newsletter this week because you're such a great writer. And so that's happening. You've got a great piece about, this Mexican place in Bracebridge that should start off the newsletter. And
cool.
yeah,
Awesome. Well,
sorry for talking so much, but that is what it is.
no, I love it. And I love that you're sharing so much. And yeah, I don't know if I'm a great writer yet, but I'm all right.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah.
I'm,
Well,
I'm, I'm getting there.
I heard a few people say you're very good, and
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I try.
yeah,
You know what I find, just like you, I know you agree with this, life is a growth. Life is growth. And everything in my career, everything I do, everything we do on the podcast about growing and learning. And that's how I
yeah,
feel about everything. I feel like writing is a trade and I always
yeah.
have to get better at it. So, but I do appreciate that. Now, let's
Well,
get into, oh,
I
go
was
ahead.
never a great writer. I was never a great writer. I'm still a really bad writer. My grammar's terrible. And I always wished I had been. I think I'm a pretty good public speaker, and I think I'm a
Yes.
pretty good storyteller. But I'm
Yes.
not but I'm learning, like you said, I'm kind of enjoying it. I get a lot of flack from my wife, who's a great writer, but she said, you know what, Frank, once she said, you're actually surprisingly not bad. And like, even though there's a lot of mistakes, it's all a growth thing, and I think
It
that's what
is.
it is. That's what you said, Chris. That's a growth thing in every situation. So I have so many friends that come out to me and they say, you know, Frank, I'm not good at this. I'm not going to try that. I'm not good at tennis. I'm not going to try that. Whereas I always came at the belief that like you'll never get good without trying it. So,
Exactly.
you know, things that, you know, that you're maybe embarrassed about or you won't be the best player on the team, just go and try. After 10 times, all of a sudden you can kick a soccer ball, you can
Yes.
hit a baseball, and that's just how it works.
100%. That's a good message. I love when we give good messages. Speaking of sports, because and both of us we played tennis growing up. We love tennis. US Open. We talked a little bit about being our favorite tournament, in the sense, maybe not our favorite tournament, but being the best in the sense that it's a hard court. It's the weather is not really an impact. The court is not impactful. It's just pure tennis skill and ability out there. What have
Pure
you thought?
tennis.
What have you thought about this like tournament so far, other than Iga being out?
Well,
Your
I'm just
phone is
picking up my
down.
phone. I'm picking up my phone so you can see me,
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna move right over here.
perfect.
I haven't watched that many matches. I got lucky to watch a bit of that end of that Auger match. Is
Hmm.
he still in?
He's still in. He plays center on Friday night, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna be airing this on Saturday morning, as we do every Saturday. Untamed goes live
So do
every.
you have Sinner or Auger?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm happy
Don't
to
do the
do it.
Italian thing. Don't do not just because he's Italian. Not who you love. Who do you think's gonna win?
Who do I think's gonna win? Oh, okay. So, because I love both players, I do. I cheer for both players, but I think Sinner's just on a mission. I think he's playing too good tennis.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't think this kid can beat him. I love him. I
Yeah,
actually want Auger to win,
yeah,
but but I think Sinner's just he's another level of player. You know, it's him and Carlos right
yeah.
now are just kind of the new three almost in a weird way, right?
In a weird way. Well, Djokovic, Joker is gonna play Carlos. So
Listen, Joker can come out. Listen, Joe, I think we have to have this debate right now. I
he's
think
the
let's go
GOAT.
to the debate. No, well, I think that's the debate.
He's the GOAT. He listen,
So,
he's the GOAT.
okay, well, that's the that's the that's the Michael Jordan Kobe argument, right?
Yeah,
Who's more beautiful? Who's better? Who got so it's I think for me it's a very hard one. I'll be
yeah,
honest. Most classy guy I want to replicate, the game I want to look like, who I think is the best, nicest looking player of all time, it's Fed.
yeah. Roger Federer. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I agree with you in so many ways. I feel like Joker is just like, if you want to just look at pure like beautiful game, Federer played the most beautiful game. I agree with you. It's just elegant. It's elegant, his game. I think for power, Djokovic is more powerful a player.
Hey, let me just tell you something. So I have always been a Federer guy.
Yeah.
Hands down, I've always been a Federer guy. I didn't even see Nadal. In my mind, Nadal doesn't exist. I think he's some weird French Open player. To me,
That's it. I agree with you
yeah,
there.
I think he's great. He's
He's
great,
good.
but like
Yeah,
I don't know if I could ever play with him because I don't like to play more than 40 minutes. The guy's always picking his butt, hitting the thing. I don't think I could ever play. Clearly, he would never play with me, but for me, doesn't exist. Federer's always been the guy, and I was always like pushing. I got some friends who are Serbian, Joko. I
yeah,
believe Joko. Yes, he won the most Grand Slams. There's no question. He won the most Grand Slams. So can we have that argument? No. I went to the French Open to watch the final with a friend of mine. We were like 6 rows back, watching Joko play and win his 23rd. I
Yeah.
was there, and in France, Roland Garros, and I was like, and I've seen them all play, except for Djoko, and I got to watch this final. I have never seen anybody hit a flat ball like he does.
Yeah.
So it's different than Roger. Roger had a
Yes.
touch more that the you know what I mean, the
Yes.
overhand, the tourney thing. This guy hits a flat ball like it was like he got there, pop,
Boom. Yeah.
and I was like, and this is on French Open court. This is a different
Play.
style court. It's
Yeah.
it's, it's top spinny. It this guy just blew my mind, and so that you just said, you're if Joko is the GOAT for me, Federer is the GOAT, but
Fair enough.
that's the debate.
That's the debate. It's okay.
That's
Yeah.
the
You
debate.
know what? I think that's a fair debate, right?
It's a hard debate. I watched them both play. It's they have a slightly different game. When you watch them hit, as much as it looks the same, it's different.
It is.
And I think like if you took them, they're each of their best match. I don't know who you could say would beat the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
so
both top. Now, and the thing on the women's side is there's only Serena. That's it. It used to be Graf, but there's really only Serena,
I think there's only Serena. I think you're probably right.
right? Like it used to be
I
Steffi
think there's
Graf.
okay. So Chris. So
Yeah.
okay, we know who's gonna win the U.S. Open, and we're not going to get too much into that because I think honestly, now that Iga's out, I don't really know the women's game as much, and I think that let's just get into this and think about it for a minute. If you were going to go your top 5 most amazing guys to watch, or for nostalgic, or 5 best players, and best doesn't mean stats, like just like that you like to watch, what would be your top 5, do you think, all time, from time you played as a kid?
Andre
Think about it a
Agassi.
bit.
No, I got it. Andre
Okay,
Agassi.
number 1,
Andre Agassi.
most fun to watch. Okay,
Yeah, because he just had that flair. His return game was second to none.
yeah.
I love a good return game because anybody who has a good return game, automatically they get up to the top of the rankings and they'll win
Well,
tournaments.
remember in that return game, he said, I would watch Becker, and you knew
Yeah,
if he had his tongue to the right or his tongue to the left, you
yeah,
knew kind of where he's about to hit. So he was,
exactly.
yeah, I guess he was very, good at watching, right?
He was. He was an intelligent player. That's why,
Yeah,
and he had flair, and he had passion. And I love
yeah.
Andre Agassi. My favorite players to watch, Andre Agassi for sure. And just men or anybody,
Yeah, let's go top 5. Yeah, that's a great idea. Go keep both.
anybody. I would say,
And you can't say Gabriella Sabatini because she was so cute. You can't say that. Or
well,
or
no,
or 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 there was the one that dated the Ignatius or Iglesias. Who was she? Kornikova.
Anna Kournikova. Do you know? I saw her. I was like, my wife and I went to see Gabriel Iglesias in concert in Ottawa one time. And like literally Anna was right there beside us because we were on the floor
Wow, she
and
was so cute.
she's adorable. So anyway, so no, not her. So I would say Serena. I loved watching her play for sure.
Yeah,
Serena Williams.
yeah,
Um,
amazing to watch.
Andre Agassi. I used to love Yvonne Lendl growing up.
Okay.
I loved Yvonne Lendl. Um, for sure. You know what? A bit older, I love Matteo Berrettini when he was at his height. Berrettini,
You
right?
have one more. You have one more.
And so this is just for like exciting, fun to watch players. Um, wow.
You still
Wow.
have Joko and Federer there. You're gonna have to name your top 5, and that's
I
you're
know.
not putting them in there.
Can I have them as a tie?
Yeah, okay, I'll give you 6. You got to put those 2 in there.
Yeah, yeah, I would say those two, but I don't know which one to choose. And this is just because also like some of those players are just players I cheer for, right? So it's fun to watch
Yeah.
them because they were my favorite players at the time, right? So
Yeah. So I'll do the same. So I'm gonna go Fed number one for sure.
yeah.
I I'm gonna go Pete number two.
Hmm.
I was just obsessed
Pete
with Pete.
Sampras, yeah.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Pete. I have to be honest. I'm a joker, so I really liked when McEnroe was playing.
Yeah, yeah, he was
Kind of
great
like
too.
he was great. I really liked to watch McEnroe, and then the girls that I would stay up for. Truthfully, I know that this is crazy, but I was more of a Venus guy.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I like Venus. She started off. She was the one that kind of started it,
Yeah.
and Serena kind of came after. So I was more of a Venus guy. Uh, and then so I'm at four now, and I would say that uh, as a fifth. I think I gotta go between like a real underdog. I really liked Chang. No, no, you know what? I'll pick a guy of this era, and I'll pick the guy. I'm more of a Flair guy. I have to go with the Greek Christos, Christian, the wild one from Australia.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now, why is his name?
Kyrgios.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, yeah, I just, quite honestly, I believe that he is probably the most talented person I've ever seen play,
Yes.
but he just doesn't care, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think that like that mind that he's got for tennis and his hands and his legs and how long they are and
Yeah.
his athleticism. I think like that guy, if he really actually cared, I think he could crush everybody. And he's so fun to watch, and
Yes.
it's
I
just
agree.
that's what I love about tennis. I think um, he's just a phenomenon. So those are my five, I'd say.
I like it. You want to add a six since I got six?
It's a hard one. I don't think I picked Agassi, but I'm like you. I love Agassi. I love the shoes. I love the
Yeah.
style of it. Like
The long hair.
all
Remember
of
the
it.
long hair? It's so
Amazing. I mean, he changed the style, right?
he
And now
did.
people are coming back to it. He changed everything. Like, you should see me. I get in trouble. That's why it's called the Untucked Golf Club, right? Like,
Yeah.
I play golf untucked. I was playing tennis yesterday with a friend of mine, Chris. I haven't been playing a long time, and I'm trying to do that again. And
Yeah.
I had a slightly, undone shirt and these cool shoes. I was like, nobody would have been able to do that if it wasn't for Agassi,
It's
right?
true. It's true. Where you could just be yourself a little bit, right? I know. He kind
He
of changed
changed that.
everything. Yeah, he did.
He
He did.
changed, and it was awesome.
It was awesome. It was awesome to be there as part of that time. So
Yeah.
so on that note, I think we're good for time.
Well, that was a great podcast. I really enjoyed it, Chris.
Yeah, me too. That was fun. I like doing the top five, top six all-time tennis. That's good. That's good. And you know what? It's good when we can chat about stuff we love like that. So everybody, Super Frankie's got the Untucked. Are there spots left? Can anyone get in there
There's a
still?
couple spots, and I wouldn't say there's maybe one foursome that we can squeeze in, but I'm not. I'm trying to keep it a little light. Listen, we could probably squeeze in a bunch more, but we're trying to not fill it up too much. We've raised quite a bit of money, and there's also some big dollars coming in a little later. So if you know someone dying to come, for sure, or
Reach
just
out. Yeah.
donate, it would be nice. But um, I look forward to seeing you there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and we're gonna bring some recording equipment. Have some fun. I love it.
Great.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Frankie, you have a great day with all your busyness. I'll help out in the newsletter this week. Everybody check that out. And we will talk to you next week.
Wonderful. Have a great week.
All right. Ciao, everybody.
Ciao. Bye.